Was he good in anything?
Yeah, he was best motorcycle rider I've ever seen in my life. Best.
Yeah.
Best. Never seen another one like it. Best.
Welcome to the Regular Menthol Podcast, where we discuss Kino movies. My name is Tate. My co-host here is Mr. Chris.
Hi, folks.
We give a little thoughts on the movie, our experience with it. Then we discuss specific scenes that we like, followed up with our Kino rating. Today, we're discussing the movie The Place Beyond the Pines, 2012, starring me, Ryan Gosling, and your wife, Chris, Eva Mendes.
He's literally me, Ryan Gosling. Hey, he's literally me.
Well, how you doing there, big guy? It's been a minute.
It's been a minute. How was your vacation? I'm good, man. My life's just boring. How about you? You were on vacation for a week.
It's a healing,
shore?
A healing vacation. I go down there and I
Do you feel healed?
I sleep for like 10 hours a day. For once,
Crazy.
I take the long walk on the beach. I collect my thoughts. I go down at 8:30.
This is crazy. This is crazy.
It's simple, yeah.
Yeah, tell me about that.
Okay. So we'll have like a late dinner and it's like, let's say 8:00, the dinner, and we get done.
It's late.
It's like 8:30, right? And then I'll just walk down to the beach at 8:30 with a cigar and just walk on the beach by myself.
Yeah, collect your thoughts, man. I love it. I used to do the same on the beach. It's like, that's like peak time when the sun's going down. It's super late and sunny. The sun's still out at 8:00 at night in the summertime, like pre-summer. So, yeah, man, I love it. Which, by the way, I texted you this weekend, and it is, in fact, Vietnam season.
It's Vietnam season, everyone. I mean, get your Vietnam movies out, get them ready to play on DVD, and,
grill some meat on your back deck.
Embrace the season.
This is it. This is the season of Vietnam. Nah, man, just organizing the house, the new house, trying to do a ton of shit to it. It's not to mention I'm super busy at work, busiest time of the year. So
people don't understand
what
that means. I don't know
how weak.
Your average person is probably hearing that and they're like, what does that mean? It means that Chris is going to look a YouTube video up on how to do things and actually do something unbelievable. Actually implement what's in the video in real life.
No, dude. It's like, the pain in the ass is like doing all the shit to the house. It's like I had to replace the sink faucet, which she wanted like a whole different color, which the one is perfectly fine, but it had to have gold accents in the one bathroom. So sure enough, I'm ripping out this tiny little powder room faucet. It's got shit all in it from the prior owners. Disgusting. And then I have to install this new one and get the water lines right without trying to flood the house. But
you ever done this before?
YouTube. Yeah, there's YouTube for everything, my bro.
Like you're talking about doing light fixtures. You ever do light fixtures before?
At the old house was the first time I'd done it. But dude, light fixtures are actually super easy.
Yeah.
They're not difficult. You just turn your power off and then just disconnect, the screws and shit. And then take the wires out, there's only 3 wires, ground wire, black and white. And then just make sure it's, stable. Screw it all back on. It's pretty simple. But we have 2 chandeliers, which I obviously couldn't do. We had to hire out for those. But it's like, 40 feet in the air. I'm like, that's not happening. I'm kill myself doing that. So, but yeah, dude, tasks like that around the house are not that difficult. People overhype it. You just watch a YouTube video, figure it out.
Yeah. Same with your car.
Not advice, folks. The car.
You just watch.
Yeah, but you know what though?
Fix your car.
The thing about cars is anything beyond 2010, it's all digital, so it can screw you, man. I put on brake pads and I didn't connect a sensor and it like jacked up my whole electronic board in the car. So
digital brakes.
Gotta be careful with that kind of shit. Dude, digital brakes is right, man. It makes me just want to like get like a 1990 Toyota and just drive that for the rest of my life. Because it'll probably run for that long.
Yeah, I feel you, dog.
Anyway.
100% on that. I'm all in on that.
What year is your car?
My car's a 2016, but it's a Hyundai Accent, and it's right on the cusp of what you're talking about. Everything is bare bones on mine. There's no digital nonsense, but I feel like a couple years later, they probably changed the generation and made it totally have digital brakes.
100%. Yeah, man, we're cooked. They're just going to send an EMP and just take out the grid one day. We can't do anything.
Canadian prepper.
But hi, folks. All right, so let's get into this movie. Tell me about The Place Beyond the Pines.
Well, we have a interesting movie here. It's A Place Beyond the Pines. It's just a story of the fallout when two lifers have unprotected sex. What's a lifer, you ask? Someone that just never leaves their hometown. Like, you ever wonder what exactly became of the people from your hometown who still live there all these years later? You follow them on Facebook and see their strange updates sometimes. This is a movie about their life.
Very nice. Very nice. So, yeah, dude, this movie is from 2012. Can you actually believe that?
Nah, man. I mean,
insane.
Oh, I mean, it's a little
crazy.
wild that this is 2012 that we're talking about, because it seems like yesterday we first started
14 years
working
ago.
together. And yeah, like we're like talking about Place Beyond the Pines immediately, probably. And
yeah,
that was a couple years before we started working together. Now here we are later.
Well, this piggybacks right on the release of Drive 2011 with Gosling. And I think Blue Valentine I believe it's the same director. He had just shot that. So this is the whole lore of Gosling and people saying he's literally me. Can you explain that to the viewers?
It became a meme online where these, I don't know what you would call them, brooding, terminally online people are making green texts about being Ryan Gosling. And then it just became so popular because it fit so well. These people that sit in their rooms all day, basically me, imagine themselves as the brooding Ryan Gosling on screen that they say.
There's the funniest shit I've ever seen online is the green text, if you remember, where the guy explains this whole life event where he like doesn't talk to chicks and then finds this girl and just adopts the personality of Ryan Gosling. And then they go to watch the movie. She's like, hey, we should check this out. It's on demand. And he's like, nah, it's not my thing. So then they end up watching like Bridesmaids or something. It's so good. Look it up if you haven't seen it, folks. It's hilarious. But dude, this movie's kind of crazy because to me, it feels like it's like two separate movies. I don't know how you feel about that, but it's, spoiler alert, it kind of catches you off guard when Luke dies. And it's, truth be told, for me, the numerous times I've seen this, I kind of just fast forward through all the Bradley Cooper bullshit until Luke's son Jason meets up with Ben Mendelsohn's character, Robin. I don't know how you feel about that.
I understand what you're saying. I get it. I wouldn't do that the first time, but if you're a regular watcher of this
viewer of this movie, you've seen it 100 times.
Yeah, if you watch this 100 times, I totally understand what you're saying.
Yeah, but it does feel like two literally separate movies.
Oh yeah,
because you just get hit so hard with it. It's like, oh shit, the main character who we're like invested in dies. So now what? Also, I'd love to point out just a nod of the cap to this insane effort from the wardrobe department in this movie. It's like, I guess, yeah, it's just, I'm assuming it's late 90s kind of lore, and they absolutely nail it. I just want you to think about, there's these chicks in Hollywood that I'm assuming they just search Etsy all day for vintage shirts like this for the movies, and they absolutely nail this aesthetic this dude has. It's kind of Kino. I tried to find the blue shirt that he has in the diner, that's Spags, and not possible. It's like, dude, these are I've talked about this before in this podcast, where if you want to actually get like a true vintage shirt, they're like $1,000. People just find these shirts and sell them for like $1,000. It's insane.
There was this hot little sporty chick that works out in my gym, and she rocks these like Metallica and band cutoff shirts. I'm kind of like, yes, I'm into it.
Did you rap to her, or did you just sit in the corner and brood?
No, I sat in the corner and brood. In fact, it's funny you say that because I saw, I witnessed this when I was doing these weird back bridges that I do for my herniated disc now. Right in the corner, just like a psycho looking up. Oh, she's got a Metallica shirt. Oh, wow. I can save her.
So the question is the key to becoming Ryan Gosling to just, hang out in a diner until they hire some cute hot chick? Because you think about it, this is like, what, the third movie he does it in? Drive.
Yeah.
Think about that.
I think that is a viable strategy for the loner brooding guy. But the problem with that strategy, my friend, is that diners as we've discussed many times on this podcast, don't exist in America anymore.
Yeah, it's true.
Go around and
You're right.
and go to a diner. They're not open late.
Really?
24-hour diner. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's different, but the ones around me, they're not open late anymore. In fact, there's one right by my house that I almost died in, and it was 24 hours. And I went back one time, and it was only up until 3 p.m. And I was so disappointed. It's like, what is
And it was
this
just filled with boomers drinking
Pretty
coffee.
much. Yeah, think about people going
Oh.
to a diner at 3 p.m. It's just total boomerville.
Ugh. Hate to see it. You hate to see it, you know?
And I'm out there. I'm looking. I'm looking for my diner wife.
She's out there, bro. No problem.
What movie did we geek out on originally when we first met? What movie did we geek out on more, Drive or this? I feel like the answer is Place Beyond the Pines. Specifically, I think
I don't know.
We would obsess over Mount Rushmore actor Ben Mendelsohn.
Yeah, I would. Okay, so probably in totality, Drive, because it's hilarious and awesome at the same time. But I hear what you're saying because Ben Mendelsohn absolutely rules. So likely the insanity of a character that he has in this movie, probably this, to a degree, I would say.
Yeah. I mean,
do you recall the first time you watched this?
I don't have ever any memory of seeing this other than I saw it at some point before we met. Okay. In what capacity? I don't know, because it wasn't in the movie theater. Did I just absorb it from the airwaves? I don't know.
Just came into your subconscious.
I mean, I lived it.
I remember this was back in like 2013 when this came out, like shortly after it came out. And this one chick who we worked with, you probably remember, she's like, "Did you see Place Beyond the Pines yet?" And I'm like, no. And she's like, "Oh my God, that movie's like right up your alley. You're going to love it." And sure enough, she was right. So
and why did she say that? Because you're Ryan Gosling?
No, I don't know why she said it, because I was known to be big into movies back then because I was getting into acting and shit. And I was like, okay, this is like kind of right up like my character arc is Ryan Gosling and Drive. But let's get into some of these fun facts about this movie. So this movie takes place in Schenectady, New York. What do you know about Schenectady, New York?
Nothing. Not a damn thing.
Would it surprise you if you knew that I had family there?
Whoa. Wait a second.
Oh, yeah.
This is getting too real.
Big Rick. Yeah, his whole side's upstate New York, man. Albany, Saratoga, Schenectady.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Schenectady is like wild place, bro. Wild place. Which actually, fun fact, the Mohawk translation of Schenectady means place beyond the pines. How do you feel about that? You know,
well, there you have it. I guess this guy there's double meaning to it. I guess the actual name of the place and the place where they're zipping around in the woods on dirt bikes. I guess
he's like, yeah, I'm gonna shoot this in Schenectady, New York. What's the Indian translation for this? Oh, Place Beyond the Pines. There you go. There's the movie name. Could have just named it Schenectady. So this one's kind of wild. 2 months before filming, Andrei Parek, who shot Blue Valentine, which we were talking about 2010, refused to do the film largely because of the Globe of Death stunt in the opening. According to Derek Cianfrance, Parek spoke to him on the phone saying he refused to do the film because he had dreamed that he would be killed during filming. This nearly became a reality, as during the filming of the stunt, cinematographer Sean Bobbitt was nearly killed. Luckily, he was only knocked unconscious when a motorcycle landed on top of him during filming the second take of the stunt inside the cage. At this time, he was wearing heavily protected gear and a helmet. How do you feel about that?
Listen,
dedication.
You have to follow your instincts. I believe your instincts were something inside of us that is born out of hundreds of thousands of years of evolution to warn you about danger. And dare I say it, the instinct superpower might also be related to prophetic dreams. This young man has a prophetic dream about a specific thing going on, and then it damn near happens. Ladies and gentlemen, I think you should be listening to your dream. In particular, you should be asking your dream figures stock tips. But that's another subject altogether.
Nah, man, you're big on this whole dream sequence / what is it? Like lucid dreams you're always talking about.
100%. You can become aware inside your dreams. You can realize you're dreaming inside your dreams. And it's like you are in another world, and it's like the Matrix. You can just create reality with your mind while you're in the dream and speak to dream figures who are basically are representations of your subconscious. Yeah, it's powerful.
I believe that they can foretell that he's going to die filming a scene, you know? But I mean, hey, the proof's in the pudding.
Yeah, I mean, I guess so. I mean, it's just, you know, something that he is not aware of. He's picking up on in the ether. And this delivery system of a warning called your subconscious is telling him, yelling at him, don't do this movie. You're going to crash and die, bud.
According to Ryan Gosling, all of his bank robbery scenes were done in one take. How do you feel about that?
That's kind of impressive because there's a lot of jumping going on. He jumps up.
I don't know if I believe that. That they did
Really?
this in one take. I don't know, because I did also look up that in the credits, him and Bradley Cooper are credited as the only stuntmen in the movie, which is kind of weird. Which clearly they don't do their own stunts. I mean, it's known fact, but I don't know, man. I feel like they're not difficult scenes to do these bank robbery scenes, but typically, I mean, you want to get another look at it as a director and just have coverage and do like a second or third take. It's just weird. It's a weird thing.
I mean, it is kind of hard to throw a bag over the plastic guard over the tellers, and then it gets caught. So it leads me to believe that it probably was because that dude that is supposed to really throw it over, he gets it stuck, and then Gosling just rolls with it. Probably he's like, and then just goes up and grabs it. That probably
consummate professional. So let's get into some of these Kino scenes. We're always talking about Kino intros. My guy, you have this like sick Darren Aronofsky style shot, which, you know, Darren Aronofsky's like, what is he? The Wrestler.
Mm-hmm.
Which, by the way, we're going to talk about that movie, I think, fairly soon. Did you ever end up watching it?
No. Going in totally fresh.
Okay. Well, that's your movie. But Aronofsky's whole style is kind of just like camera behind the actor and just follow him around and shit, which, yeah, so it's this cool opening shot, right? He's walking out to the circus tent, gets on the dirt bike, and he's like doing this tight ride with these other guys in the sphere. And if for nothing else, dude, it's pretty impressive that they do this and not wreck. Like, they do a cool shot where it's following him. He gets on the dirt bike and like exits camera left, and then they quickly spin it around to the right. And it's assumed that it's obviously just another rider going into the sphere, but it's done pretty well. And I think it's like just a cool opening to like, you know, introduce the character, kind of captivate you. Pretty
Incredible
cool.
aura. I don't know about you.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know how many carnivals you've been to. I have never seen anything like this at a carnival I've been to.
There's not. They don't exist. Not in a real. This is like lifer carnival on steroids traveling.
Right.
This is the top. This is the peak carnival in the country. It travels. This guy's in. But then, yeah, so it cuts to the Metallica cutoff, smoking a cig, flirting with Eva Mendes, right? And he immediately gets on this like sick Suzuki 400 dirt bike. Swag off the charts.
Swag. Incredible shot. Big fan of this. This part of the movie is just so much going on with Gosling's aura, where the wardrobe he's wearing, the look, the cigs,
it's pretty
tats, the hair.
But
incredible.
That being said, I have to ask, is this man an actual lifer? Does he qualify for lifer status now that we're on the subject?
See, okay, great question, because technically a lifer is basically someone who is from your hometown that just never leaves, right? But this guy is actually a carny.
Yeah.
In a lot of respects. However, he could be a lifer that just joined a carnival.
Yes, that's exactly what he is. If not for the carnival, he'd be a lifer riding dirt bikes in Schenectady.
Right. Doing something.
No?
100%.
Literally. Yeah, I'm going to give him lifer status. She certainly is, Ro. So, yeah, perfect. Match made in heaven. So then he gets to Ro's house. Kofi walks out holding his kid. I got to ask, what are you doing in this scenario?
Well, I don't know if I'd be doing anything because I'd be so shocked at what's going on. For one thing, like...
Oh, go on.
he wasn't invested in her until he found out he had a son.
Right.
Did this I'm not 100% sure the timeline, what's going on here. Hopefully I'm just never in this situation to begin with.
Literally.
Like,
Right.
what is the deal? Yeah, exactly. I'd probably do nothing. I'd be so confused at what's going on. What is the
Yo,
deal
bro,
with
is that my kid
Kofi?
you're holding there?
Well,
I don't know,
exactly.
dude. It's, yeah. Kofi is just rocking this sick, like, Jeep Grand Cherokee from, like, 1990. My brother had the same one. But yeah, dude, I guess, like, he thinks he hit the jackpot, but he's taking care of this other guy's kid. Remember?
Well, okay, so what's the timeline here? Was Kofi and Ro together when Luke impregnated her? Did they just breeze past all this real quick
Well,
and not explain it?
No, because you think about it, that kid's probably what, like 6 months old and then 9
Mhm.
months of being pregnant. So I would assume that he knocks her up, does the typical carny Irish goodbye, and then she shortly after meets Kofi, but she's like, yo, dude, I kind of might be a little bit pregnant with this guy's kid. Can you live with that? And he's like, all right, well, you know what? You're Eva Mendes, so I'm going to say yes.
I mean, this is some real life or shit, dog. We're talking about when the audience is probably, what are these guys talking about? These fucking, like, what are these lifers? Like, dude,
Yeah.
Look at the plot of this movie. And when you really dial down and start to think about what's going on, like, wait, so she's pregnant. It's like, hey, cool. Let me move in your house, Kofi. Yeah. By the way, I'm pregnant with some other dude's kid.
Yeah.
What's going on here?
You've seen this behavior before. I know you have.
How many lifers do you follow on Facebook? Real quick.
Quite a few. It's good content. It's good content, dude.
You see the strange updates. You have to read between the lines of these updates.
Dude, yes. I have to read between the lines. It's actually like, honest to God, I look at it and I'm like, this is so entertaining. It just gives me like a break from my crazy, hectic life. And I'm like, okay, let me just decompress and just read some of these posts. Let me do some investigative work here. Okay, so this is happening. This is happening. Kind of wild.
Yeah, these scenes are real, dude. This is real life. These scenes. You know what I mean?
These scenes are real. Sure. They are.
I want to point out, though, that handsome Luke, he's wearing Doc Martens with no laces in this scene. Did you catch that?
Powerful. Did not.
I feel, does this cross over? Is this evidence
Doc
that
Martens
Gosling,
are your shit. You like that?
Oh, that's my John. I mean, I just wear them all the time, but I wear laces in them.
It's time to take them out.
Exactly. I feel like I saw a picture of Gosling somewhere in real life walking to a store or something. Some paparazzi took it, and he had basically the same outfit on as handsome Luke in this scene. I was like, whoa, dude. He's taking it serious.
Funny Ryan Gosling story. My brother was at this music store. It was like, it's down in South Street in Philly. And it's like, I don't know if it's still there. I haven't been to Philly in like forever, but was this real popular music store. And this was back in like, dude, 2000, I want to say like between 2008 and like 10. And he just did The Notebook, I guess. Anyway, my brother was like, dude, I was just like rolled up in the store and this guy's got his hood up and it's literally Ryan Gosling. So this is before his whole bad boy arc. So he's still like Notebook guy.
Yeah.
But my brother was like, dude, he's like listening to all the same music I listen to, which is pretty awesome. So funny story. But he's like, yeah, he was like glasses on, hood up. But it was like known that it was literally Ryan Gosling. I was like, oh, dude, you saw me in the store. Could have just said hi. But yeah, funny story. Anyhow, what are your thoughts on the chemistry between Gosling and Mendes in this? Because they do go on to be married. And I think, if I read it correctly, he requested that she play this character.
I think they have fantastic chemistry, on-screen chemistry. I know what you're thinking. This is some kind of Hollywood relationship, right?
Yes, 100%. Man,
well, let me tell you, I want to believe that this is not a Hollywood relationship. This is
true love.
True love, my friend.
I think
apparently
like 3 kids.
According to the Googles, they've been together since 2011.
Yeah, I did see that. Yep.
That's a long time ago.
15 years in Hollywood.
That's a strong marriage.
Breaking the mold.
I think they've only been married a couple years, but they've been together since 2011 as a couple.
Well, I do believe that like there are certain relationships in Hollywood that like, they make you date someone. I think I've said this before, but I would not be surprised if it's like, hey, you're going to start dating this person. Otherwise, you're not going to get any more movies. Oh, okay. Mr. You know who? Yeah, I'll abide.
Name one off the top of your head. What's your top one? That's fake. Brad Pitt,
fake.
Angelina Jolie.
Well, that's the first one that comes to mind because like they have like 7 kids. They adopted some. Like I don't know. I guess they, you meet people on these movie sets like Tom Holland and Zendaya.
Yeah, there you go.
Like,
oh, you guys were in Spider-Man.
Like the new age power couple. Like she's mogging him in every photo because she's like 6'2".
Ooh, you hate to see that.
Right.
Hey, maybe they have a true love relationship though.
Hey, we need you to bring back box office sales. Can you guys just get married and date and just pretend you love each other on the Hollywood red carpet? Thanks. Appreciate you. By the way, you get like papers. 5 movies down the line, guaranteed. Sign the line. I actually believe that to a degree. So anyway, go down a rabbit hole there. But so then we get introduced to Robin, played by our boy, Ben Mendelsohn. And I don't think we've covered a movie of his in the podcast yet. So you certainly do. But you mentioned it before, Mount Rushmore actor. I'm assuming you would agree.
Yeah. I mean, look at the dynamic moves that he's making in this movie where he's saying stuff and like moving his head.
Yeah, he's insane.
Just an insane actor. Dude, like,
so good.
Love this guy's delivery. He has some great lines in this movie. Like, you want to do that, you got to use your skill set. And your skill set, very unique. Like, what a strange thing to be saying, like it's like, dude, what a genius level actor.
Yeah, man. His delivery is like so natural. I think that just makes him such a good actor. He's just he's like a druggie and Killing Them Softly. He does Startup, which I think we have to cover. It's like a British prison movie where he plays the kid's dad, and he's just like, my point is he's just so comfortable with his roles, and it's just so good, man. Like, he plays this character, Robin. He's this white trash dude that owns like a failing shop. Like, you've seen this guy out in the wild, have you not? Numerous times. Yeah. Like, this guy is real, and he perfectly encapsulates it.
100%. Even in my hometown, there's these like little shops, and I'm like, how do these even survive financially? These places, you see them every weekend. These people.
Well, given his character, I feel like there's a subplot, like a side thing here going on where the movie's about Robin trying to find a bro to hang out with. Do you feel that?
Like, yeah, 100%.
Like, Gosling falls on his life like, bro, can we be friends?
That's exactly right. It's kind of weird, by the way. It's like he's randomly coming across this guy in the woods, riding his motorcycle. They share this love of bikes, and all of a sudden they're robbing banks together. Like, very small time frame here. How much? So this is one thing in the first hour of the movie. What is the time frame here? What's happening? I don't even know. They just throw it all together. And like, all of a sudden, this dude's just his best friend, and it's kind of strange. It's like, hey, I'll take you into town. By the way, I have a trailer out back. You want to just live there? Cool. Let's hang out. I mean, what do you think? Should we just start robbing banks? Like, it's so crazy, the time frame.
You're right. He does like adopt them right away. He's like, yeah, just anything, you can do to a car, I could pretty much do. You can hang out here, just met you 5 minutes ago, but yeah, you can ride bikes really good. So sure. Like, he's just looking for his bro. Nothing wrong with that.
I just love Luke and Robin here discussing the game plan for robbing a bank, whether they use a gun. I never like guns, man. They're vulgar. It's like, Jesus.
Yeah, great line, dude.
The subtle head twitches Mendelsohn uses when he's saying this line, though, it's incredible. It's like, this character is a small character in this movie, right? Mm-hmm. He doesn't need to go this goddamn hard, and yet he does.
Yeah, dude. Again, his delivery. This guy's, I think, British. I'm pretty sure. Mm-hmm. And I'm always impressed with these British actors who can like nail an American character. But yeah, dude, it's the subtleties. Like they always say, film actors have to have the most subtle facial expressions because, they're full screen. But dude, yeah, he absolutely just nails it. His cadence, just his like lag delivery. It's so good. But I do love that line. He's like, I never liked guns, man. They're vulgar. It's like, so good. Such a good line. Great writing.
Like, oh, I'm broken down. I'm waiting for the, repairs. Thank you for asking, officer. It's like,
nice touch.
It's so natural and flowing so quick that it's so good.
He nails it, bro. But yeah, so since 1 out of every 5 movies we cover is about a bank robbery scene, which it seems to be. I mean, what did he freaking
the town?
Yeah, Surf
Point Break,
the town, Point Break. I mean, just go down the list. But people are probably tired of hearing the story. But I know this is one that you know very well. Explain to everyone that this style of robbery and its origin.
Well, I'm like obsessed with bank robberies because in my hometown, there used to be like 30 banks on this one street, Bethlehem Pike, and the whole town was just banks. It didn't make any logical sense to me whatsoever. So I'm watching this A&E Masterminds, and I see this episode on this guy, Carl Gugasian, who's FBI code name or whatever is the Friday Night Bank Robber. And it's like, it may have inspired some of the bank robberies in this movie, I believe, because he robbed banks for 30 years before being caught.
Yeah.
30 years of robbing banks. Okay.
It's pretty wild.
Similar MO.
It's
he would pre-place a dirt bike out in the woods that ran up against the back of a bank. Mm-hmm. Literally the same thing. So he would take the dirt bike and then just zip across the woods and the cops couldn't find him. Right. And it's the same thing. He would jump up on the counter like Luke and just get in and get out, get into the woods. And the guy only got caught because some kids ran into his bunker of stashed. He had a bunker of stashed materials out in the woods. 30 years this guy mastered his craft. Unbelievably based. But
didn't you say that he had like multiple bunkers or something one time?
Oh yeah, dude. Story. This is a guy's a crazy. Wild, this is some schizophrenic maniac that was into doing karate and would dress up as Freddy. But that's how they caught him. Apparently, it was. But only some. If you've done karate in your life, adult like 90s karate, I'm talking about.
Yeah,
there's just real crazy people that do adult karate.
Oh yeah,
they're real weird. And
what's the guy in Napoleon Dynamite?
Rex Kwon-Do. Like that's real stuff, dude. And
adult karate.
He would dress up as Freddy Krueger and just similar thing, just jump up on the counter, scare people, and then just get the hell out as quick as possible.
Yeah, I looked it up, and I think that he was cooperative with the police when they caught him, so he got like a reduced sentence. He got out in like 2016. So he didn't spend too much time in prison, but I mean, long enough. But dude, 30 years of robbing banks that's wild. That's a good run.
Think about how calm that dude must be in everyday scenarios. Like, this guy's used to the ultimate rush, the ultimate high.
Yeah.
And you're getting his coffee wrong. He's probably super chill about it. Oh, dude, don't worry about it, man. Don't worry about it, man.
Yeah, dude. But you make a good point. It's like he's robbing these smaller banks, and this is also back in what year was this? The 90s?
It was like 80s? From the 70s to the
70s.
Dude, he had a long run. It was
30 years,
like the 70s to like 2000s. It's crazy.
But that's much easier to rob a bank back then, in like a small town too. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Which again, what's the time? What's the time of this movie? What's the time frame of this movie? Like, what decade are we in? You mentioned it's probably the late 90s, right?
Yeah, definitely. I would say so.
But you don't exactly. They don't spell it out for you, which is another thing I kind of like about this movie. They don't exactly spell out.
Yeah, that's cool. It's mystique.
Right?
Mystique. Yeah. But following that is this scene. Dude, I just love this scene, bro. Is when he's speeding away on the motorcycle. It's like I did read something where Gosling wanted to do the stunt and like the director was so stressed about it. He like chewed through his shirt because they would do these takes, but it's just sick. That's what it was. He said that they couldn't get the shot with a stunt double because it was just too obvious that it wasn't Ryan Gosling. So it's like they had to have him do this, which he had to train to be on a bike because apparently he couldn't ride motorcycles.
Mhm.
But bro, it's like the shaky camera angle. It looks like super crisp, like HD lens. It looks so smooth. And I don't know why, dude. I love it's a sick shot. You know what I'm talking about when he's riding away? It just
Yeah.
feels like you're there.
My 100%. My impression was the director was trying to get the audience to feel the same way that handsome Luke would feel when he's running from a bank, right? And it's like the super loud, distorted, and as an audience member, you are feeling your adrenaline.
Yeah, I agree.
Just go nuts.
Immediately following after that, Ro comes out after the diner after work, and he's just it's just kicking it in the parking lot, leaned up against his bike with a cig in his hand. I have to ask you, is this aura farming, as the kids say?
This is the movie of aura farming, 100%, dog. This is what cements Gosling as the aura Chad. Like, this is... It's kind of crazy if you don't know what aura farming is, and I explained it to you, and I'm just like, watch this scene.
I didn't know.
Where she comes out. Like, yeah, this
That's
dude's just like, yeah, I'm basically the ultimate Chad. Yeah. Anyway, I got money now, so let's bang. Like, it's crazy.
Literally, dude. That's a cool shot. So one thing that kind of always drives me crazy about this movie when I'm watching it is they go back to the hideout. Robin tells him that he's out. He's done robbing banks. You know, if you ride like lightning, you crash like thunder, you know, the whole nine. Well, I'm not sure if they try to make him look tired. I'm not sure if you caught this, but if it's whether he's tired or dirty, he's got eyeliner around his eyes and it looks completely insane. Did you catch that?
100%. And
it drives me nuts, dude, every time I see it.
Well, it's funny that you bring it up because it's something that when I'm watching it, it doesn't necessarily jump out at me. But when you say that, I'm like, oh yeah, this is some insane shit. And I wonder, I see things like this, and I wonder if the actor just decided to do this on his own.
Put a ton of eyeliner on me.
Yeah, like, what is it supposed to be? Is it supposed to be grease from him working in his shop?
But it's like perfectly around his eyes. He's like, just make me Jack Sparrow, please.
Yeah.
For the scene.
Imagine if it was him.
See it.
Imagine if it was him that was like, I'm going to do this extra thing and it's going to look, the scene calls for me having grease on my face, but I'm going to do a little extra just so I can get in the movie.
I can't sign off on it. I don't like it. Drives me crazy. Anyway, so as I was saying, Luke gets greedy, sloppy, decides to do his own job. The problem is, so he tells Robin, like, you owe me a new bike. But the problem is the guy decides on a Honda 650. Bad choice. Did you see, which Honda I'm talking about? The one with the red seat?
Well, I'm not as up on dirt bikes as you.
Well,
but
okay. So he crashes out on this Honda 650. Way too much power. I'm just sticking around. Hondas are great. I had a Honda growing up, but I'm thinking that the 650 might just be a little bit too powerful. So if you see where he crashes out, there's like this car backing up in the driveway. And I'm surprised they didn't do another take on this because it looks insane watching it back. The car is barely even pulling out and he already starts his slide, like the stunt actor.
Yeah, I know.
And it just comes off as horrible. I'm like, bro, dude, why didn't you shoot that again? But it almost lends itself, like, if you're looking too far into it, like, oh, maybe the 650 was too powerful. Maybe this bike didn't have very good maneuverability and it crashes out. But I just really wish they would have shot that again because it comes off as like very forced. Kind of dumb.
I hear what you're saying, and that is an interesting concept that they would go to that length to get a specific bike and then, have it.
I'm kidding.
Well, it is interesting to think about. I choose to believe in what you're saying. Let's put it that way. Did you notice?
Appreciate that.
Did you notice that in that scene where he is robbing that bank and he's losing his mind almost?
Mm-hmm.
Gosling's voice is just insane.
Cracks.
Yeah. It's like now I know why this dude's brooding all the time and not saying anything. It's because when his voice elevates, it starts cracking and sounding rather childish. I don't know.
Yeah.
Everybody get on the fucking floor. It's like It's that what you just heard from me is exactly how it sounds in the movie. Super high pitched, pretty unhinged.
Well, this is what happens when you grow up, a lifer, and it sounds to me like Gosling had a really bad upbringing. This is par for the course. Not?
Is he? Yeah. What if every character is just every movie? One of these is just an autobiography of some chapter in his life. He is
Literally.
really Driver from Drive. He is really handsome Luke. The Gosling cinematic universe, ladies and gentlemen.
So, like I mentioned before, it is a good shock factor halfway through. I mean, you're invested into this movie and this character, right? The relationships and all this stuff. And then it just catches you off guard halfway through the movie. This dude just gets shot and he falls out the window. And I'm like, oh, okay. Where does it go from here? I mean, you know that Bradley Cooper's in it and he's at the height of Bradley Cooper at this level. And I don't know, man, like, what are your thoughts on what if he survived? Not necessarily that he survives the fall, like they didn't write it this way, and this character cohabitates with Bradley Cooper's character. Is that even doable? Is there a world where that would even work?
Well, I don't think so. The thing about it, I was thinking about this, I said to myself, this first hour in this movie is such chaotic, deranged kino. I feel like the first hour is just perfection. I don't want anything to ruin it.
It's true. Yeah, you're right. The shock factor is good because then you're just like, holy shit. Like that peaks it, right? And then it kind of just, it just drags out a little bit, and I'm not saying it's bad, but it drags out. It shows the tribulations that Bradley Cooper's character, I can't remember his name, but what he goes through, Avery. And it's like, then he has a son and, Gosling's son. So it does have like a good story and good ending, especially when Jason meets up with Robin to talk about his dad. Like there's and we'll get into that later, but I don't know, man. I'm love-hate with it, in terms of how it goes, but I think it's necessary. I do. So
you want another hour of Gosling kino.
Just of all this craziness, because I'm like watching this lifer like nonsense happen. I'm like, this is pretty cool. But anyway, you get in the second half of the movie. It drags out. Like I said, I did research that the director mandated Bradley Cooper for this role because he wanted someone who could play the hero with darker undertones, which, I think he does pretty well. What are your thoughts on Cooper in this character?
Yeah, totally. I believe him so much because it's not even like he's that bad of a guy, but he gets mixed up in the politics and everything and then uses all this stuff to his advantage.
Right.
Like he flips a switch where he's like, yeah, forget the being a good guy. Let's just use this.
I'm just going to lean into it. Yeah, exactly. So, but it turns out that this character Avery is dealing with, like, he's got this new baby, seemingly the death of his wife's father that they reference. He's taking his mother-in-law in. So this guy's got a lot on his plate, right? So it's kind of cool because it parallels Gosling's character and this quick cash, taking care of his family. That's the lifer version of it. Then you got Avery. It's a little more dirty, but it's kind of a cool juxtaposition. You see it from like the legal side and the illegal side, if that makes sense.
Right. And the blurring of lines.
Nice touch.
Yeah,
for sure. So then you enter Chad Liotta. I mean, is this guy my favorite actor? It's like this guy can play the lead and then play the heavy to just absolute kino. This guy, Ray Liotta. Thoughts?
Dude, you look at his face and he looks gray. Just the skin on him looks gray. And you realize this is a couple years before he starts doing his Chantix ads where he quits cigarettes. So now,
insane.
During this filming of this movie, I feel like is prime Ray Liotta chain smoking. And I don't know if that comes across on the screen, but he just looks super insane in this movie. I love it.
Yeah, he looks insane. I guess his later years, he just gets more and more crazy looking. But I do want a little hats off to the actress Rose Byrne, who plays Avery's wife, because they're at this like super tense dinner scene where they just invited themselves into her house and they start eating dinner. And they're kind of pressing her and pressing Avery about this. And you can see the concern on her face. because she knows what happened. And dude, just her facial expressions, this scene absolutely kills it. This chick. Hats off. Respect. Anyhow, incredibly awkward scene here. Ro goes to see, she sees Avery in the house when they all come over or whatever and like try to take the money. There's this nice long pause on the camera and the audience is thinking, holy shit, what's she going to do? Like she's staring him down. Did you catch that?
Yeah, and he goes, sorry for your loss, and then kind of realizes that she is looking at him, and there's a realization, she knows I'm the one that killed him. And he kind of just like puts his eyes down and looks away and everything. Great moment.
Very, very tense scene. Yeah, I like the way they shot that. But they grab the money from the bank and divvy it up in the car. Avery is a little bit confused here, and you can tell this is where, like you mentioned, he's starting to realize, okay, shit, this is what really goes on. Eventually leaning into that, but what are you doing in this scenario?
So what I would be doing is taking the money and making it seem like totally on board with all their criminal shit. Because if you don't, you're going to be in a world of shit. They already have you
exactly
in the car.
Yeah.
No one knows this except these three guys. Right? Now, this happens in movies and shows all the time. These corrupt cops, they try and get other cops to be corrupt and everything. And I feel like this is probably the best movie where they show how to handle the situation, even though he doesn't handle it great at the beginning. It's like, you make the guys feel like you're on their side. You never show concern. You turn the situation into an advantage for you.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
He should have just been building evidence from the jump. But
even if he's building evidence, there's that back of your mind thinking, how high does this go? I could get screwed.
Well, that's what I mean. Like giving the money to the chief in this movie, like he tries to do, that is some kind of movie shit. That no way anyone really actually believes the chief isn't in on it. As the Russ Cole says, the sprawl. Who's in on it? You don't know. The chief would at least have knowledge of this already if there's a bunch of corrupt cops to the level that Ray Liotta's character is at. So,
but I'm just saying, even if intro level, as soon as this comes across you at any level, right, that these guys are at, it's going to be in the back of your mind. Like, if I don't go along with this, I could be screwed. Like they could turn this on me and I'd be screwed. You know what I mean?
100%, especially because he's already concerned because the district attorney is asking him questions about who shot first, Luke Glanton or him, and he's kind of stumbling with the answers. So now he's going to this lady's house. He's already in the shit.
Yeah.
You have to kind of roll with it at that point. And basically what he does is just get audio of the guy saying he needs coke from the evidence locker. And he just wears a wire. It's like, why don't people just do that more often? Just wear a wire.
I don't know, man. I don't know the complexities in this world, but it just feels to me like it get real dicey, and I just wouldn't want to put myself in that position. But the movie then turns into Goodfellas Jr. with Avery's son. Bad choice. I don't know your thoughts on this casting, but he then somehow links up with Dane DeHaan, who plays Jason's son, and it's like this weird friendship / I don't even know what you call that, but this is where it turns, and I'm just like, okay, this is kind of corny. Don't like it, but yeah, tell me your thoughts.
Well, my only thoughts are that this is lifer stuff. Like, if we're going by the assumption that this movie is about what happens when lifers make decisions, and the fallout of that, it would not be totally out of the realm of possibility that these two sons would meet up at school and randomly just become friends.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
that's
I think
what happens.
One of them's a new kid or something. Yeah. But yeah, it's good choice though with Dane DeHaan to play his son though. I think that was a good casting choice.
Dude, I'm a huge fan of this guy. This guy was white hot for a couple years. Do you remember that? 2012?
Oh yeah.
2013,
he did
2014?
He did that movie where there was like 3 kids and they touched some alien goo or something and like they can fly and shit, if you remember that.
Chronicle.
What's the name of that? Chronicle. And
I
didn't
saw
watch
that in the movie theater.
Nice. And I didn't, but I just remember, from there, he took off. He was doing a bunch of shit, but to your point, he just fell off the face of the earth. I haven't seen him doing a lot of stuff. Good actor.
You wonder what happens in a situation like that. How does someone like that
It's
just
weird,
fall
man.
off the face of the earth, right?
It's weird. It's Hollywood. But so then the movie just gets kind of bland for like the next 20 minutes until, which I mentioned before, Jason meets Robin. Robin delivers, he talked about these great Ben Mendelsohn lines. He delivers one of my favorite lines of all time. He's like, oh yeah, he's the best motorcycle rider I've ever seen in my life. Best. Never seen anything like it. Best. It's just the way he says this line. It's so good I just love it, dude. But I love this interaction between these two, man. It's good. It's a good scene.
It's a great scene, yeah. And it doesn't even further the story that much. It's just they put it in there, I feel like, to flesh out these characters a little bit more. But it's so great because you got Ben Mendelsohn who's just killing the game with these insane lines. And I also like how Jason, how that conversation starts, where Jason's just like, was he good at anything? Like, what an insane question. Was he good at anything? I don't know, man.
Yeah, he's the best motorcycle rider alive. Well, then after that, you have this kind of epic shot of Jason riding his bike down the same road where Luke was riding his dirt bike, which you have that kind of really good song playing in the background that plays throughout the movie. Just gives you that feel of, father-son type thing. I think it's a really cool, interesting, over-the-top shot, which is pretty cool. Place beyond the pines because he's riding through the pines or whatever. But then you cut to Jason could take vengeance for his dad, right? Who he seemingly admires, but he can't, right? This scene at the end there. It's like Avery knows that this unknown respect for this kid, and it's reciprocated. Kid tries to, rides off like the loner stoner, which is established earlier. Respect. Thoughts on that scene?
Well, it feels to me that Avery is about to get shot, and then he kind of just accepts his fate because the whole time since he shot handsome Luke, he felt bad about it. And he never got over it. And the whole time he kept the picture of handsome Luke and his family in his wallet. And it's like he just accepts his fate at one point because I guess he feels like he deserves it at some level. And Jason breaks the cycle by not shooting him and just bouncing.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's an interesting choice, interesting scene. Then I think it just cuts to Jason going to buy this motorcycle from the guy.
Yeah.
Full circle. I'm going to become a carny lifer like my dad.
Did you notice what he said to the guy when he bought the motorcycle?
No.
He said, yeah, I'm headed out west. Oh, I'm serious. He said it. I almost shit my pants. He goes,
I got to do it, Ma. I got to go out west.
I'm headed out west. I got to get out west, Ma. I got to hit the road.
I got to do things. That's too long of a story for us to discuss about the whole. We'll do it one episode, the origins of heading out west. But yeah, man, the question for me, I guess, the overarching thing is, what's this movie about? What do you think?
I mean, this movie is about just how the choices of fathers shape the course of their sons.
I like it.
And whether there's some kind of escape from fate. The end of the movie seems to suggest there is some hope of breaking free of fate because he doesn't kill the guy and he just kind of walks off. It's one of the things I just discuss ad nauseum. People learn the subconscious programming, et cetera, of their parents, and it determines a considerable amount of how the person will end up. Now, why didn't you become a lifer in your hometown?
Because my brothers all moved out, and I couldn't do that.
Does it have anything to do with the fact that Big Rick is based and isn't a lifer?
He moved. Yeah, he moved like 2 states away or a state away, I guess. But yeah, no, it's I guess. Yeah, but I hear what you're saying. It's the subconscious programming, and I think that this kind of defies that though because he's going against the grain.
Yeah,
his dad was like 70 IQ reactionary, but cool as shit. And then he's like, okay, well, I don't necessarily want to kill this guy because I could go to jail forever.
Right.
So he learned consequences, even though he didn't have a dad. Maybe Kofi taught him.
I mean, what did you? Is that track with you? Is it like other than just, it's about lifers and everything. It's just like a short description.
No, dude, 100%.
If you think about it, it really is that, like.
Well, that's why they put so much emphasis on the two sons, Avery's son and Luke's son, right? And it's just showing the next generation and how they're acting. You know what I mean? It's just Luke,
and it mirrors each other.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and yeah, I think it's a good description of it. I agree with that. So at the end of the day, what's your Kino rating, sir? What do you give this?
I give this movie an 8. It's just an hour of unhinged insanity. And then it's followed up with the answer to the question, what happens to the people around these mad forces of nature like handsome Luke? What happens to the people around them later in life?
Yes.
Does any other movie do this as well? I mean, we covered Snow Angels. It's also about lifers.
Literally. Snow Angels is a very good example.
I think this is the perfect example, though. Yeah, this movie.
Yeah, I mean, I also give it
Kino rating, sir?
Same thing. 8.0. I'm on the same page as you. Nails it on the first half. Like I said, second half falls a little bit short for me to give it anything higher than an 8. But like the casting, I said, obviously the first half with Gosling and Mendes, very strong. And then I do like, I said, the casting of Dane DeHaan to carry the second half to seemingly save the movie. Cooper was good. No complaints there. As I always mention, soundtrack is good. I do like the shots. Yeah, good thriller kind of movie. Talks a lot about life, which is very nice. Camera work is great, like I'd mentioned. But yeah, I give this a solid 8. Worth the watch. So, folks, if you haven't seen it, Place Beyond the Pines. Appreciate you listening. Please share an episode with someone. Visit the website, www.regularmenthol.com. Let us know what you think. You can reach us at regularmenthol@gmail.com. Drop us a line, anything you want us to review. What do we have next week, my friend?
We'll be covering the movie Big Trouble in Little China, a personal favorite of mine. John Carpenter, a second John Carpenter movie that we're doing. But yeah.
What was the first?
John Carpenter's Vampires. Yep.
Bro, think about that. It's almost July. So we're going to be coming right up on spooky season before you know it. Let's just enjoy this Vietnam season before it gets too late.
Yeah.
Let's just enjoy it.
Dude, time's going fast enough.
Yeah. Can't think that far ahead.
I got to get in the present.
Next week, Big Trouble in Little China. Until then, catch you on the next one.
Free audio post-production by alphonic.com.